to me like.
Hey, what's up, everyone? I didn't even expect anyone in here. So I'm glad everyone's here. It's not going to take long. I'm actually charging my headset. Yeah. And I have more candles to make. But someone left me a comment on, well, a couple of people left a comment. And I am not one to write. Everyone that knows me knows I suck at writing. And I don't like long I don't respond well to long comments because I hate writing everything out. That's why I'm a YouTuber. If I wanted to write, I'd be a blogger. So that's why I figured, you know what? Let me come live and address them. And they're not bad or anything. It's not going to be bad. But it's just easier for me to express it on a video than try to write it all out. So yeah, this will be quick. Hey, Jen. Jen, I was going to ask you something when I saw you. Oh, I know what I was going to ask you. Do you want a regular candle or do you want a Sunday candle? What I mean by that is, hold on. I made both, but I have to make all these Sunday candles for food candles for whatchamacallit, for the website. And I was like, you know what? This one's pumpkin. Pumpkin pecan. So I'm like, you know what? I should ask Jen next time I see her if she wants one of these or if she wants the regular one. So hold on. So that's what the Sunday one looks like. So it's up to you. I mean, I made both, but it's totally up to you which one you want. So just let me know. But I figure while I was live, I'd show you. So you could decide. All right. Moving on. Or if you go to my Instagram, you could see it closer. All right. So let me address this. Let me say hi to everyone. What's up? Tinker, Crystal, Sinner, Amber, Ash Cash, Denise, Jen, Headstones, Chrissy, Ash Cash. I think I got everyone. Angela. All right. Yes, Jen. Aren't you the Jen that ordered the candle? Or is it a different Jen? I thought it was you. Well, if it's not you, I'll just email the other one. I thought it was you. Oh, all right. Well, to the other Jen, that one's for you. Oh, come on. Now I can't pull this up. What the fuck? There we go. All right. There it is. Okay. So, Kate Kunuga. Actually, that's a bigger candle. That's a 12 ounce. But since I was making them, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let me see if she wants that instead of the regular pumpkin. But yeah, actually, it's a wood wick. I tried it with the regular wicks. They don't burn as well. They don't burn as even. So it actually burns longer. Hey, monkey, how is your stepdad? I couldn't decide what I was going to say. I was going to make a joke. Why do I keep fucking losing this? Uh, I keep losing a damn comment. All right. You know, let me copy and paste it. Hold on. I was just listening to a keto 12-inch candle. If you know, you know. What? Hold on. I'm going to transfer this over to Word, make it easier so I don't keep losing it. All right. Oh my God, Winston, why? 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 That's all I want to know is why. Winston. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. I thought I would read it right from the page, but it's too long. So I'm transferring it over to Word to make it easier. Could like everything go wrong all at once? What's up, Kendra? Come on. I think she wrote me twice. All right. I think that's it. Oh no, I'm wrong. Hold on, there's more. Oh, come on. The fuck? I am so sorry, guys. It's like every time I get the comment and I highlight it, then it closes out, then I gotta reopen it, and it's like 4 full screenshots. Actually, 5. This is like a novel. And I honestly think I only read one of them. I didn't realize there were 2 of them. Or I would have done this beforehand. All right. So that's the 5 big screenshots for one of them. Oh my god. Yeah, I didn't even read the other one. And now we got 5 big screenshots for this one. Uh, this is crazy. I had no idea it was this long and that there were 2 of them. I thought it was just the one. All right. One moment. No, you didn't go deaf. All right. Last one. I know, right? Maybe not so quick after all. Hey, Greg. Oh. All right. All right. So, just so you guys know, I still have that Glara B. Tim fight up. Gray, this is like total drama. No crime right now. Only crime is someone expecting me to write back. All right. Just to show you guys what I did, I just want to show you guys. This is what I had to copy. Well, that's what I had a copy. So just so you guys know, no, it's from today's live. So just so you guys know, like I wasn't, being rough. That's what I had a copy. All right. I never read the first one. So we're gonna read this together. That's actually the second one. I never read the second one. That's what I'm saying. I just want to show you guys. Like I literally, it took me time to copy all that. So I'm gonna read the other one first because that's the one that I responded to, which starts here. Okay. Laura, you're a pro, but a judge has a secretary. I don't even understand what that means. Me neither, Gray. That's what I'm saying. This was a comment left. This wasn't even an email. This was a comment. You're a pro, but a judge has a secretary. I don't even know what that meant. There's so much I think you're projecting because of your own feelings with people on YouTube. That is absolutely not true because I equally dislike QB and Betty. Neither one do I like more than the other. I I can tolerate listening to one over the other. I have watched more of Queen Bee than I ever have of Betty, but I don't like either one of them anymore. I think they're both the exact same person in different shells. I really do. Number one, Betty is a public figure. She can't claim she's a famous YouTuber and not a public figure. Betty can claim whatever she wants. It doesn't make it true. I can claim that I am Jeffree Star's niece. It doesn't make it true, though. So Betty can claim anything Betty wants. So she's not a public figure and she's not world famous. She's not a famous YouTuber. So even though she claims it, it's still not true. So says she can't claim she's famous. Number two, Betty's case is a joke because she took part in the back and forth. I disagree with that. Just because somebody is harassed, let me rephrase that. Yeah, just because somebody is harassed and then that person punches the person back, that doesn't stop the harassment. That doesn't mean that the harassment did not exist. That didn't, and I'm not talking their situation, I'm saying in general. That doesn't mean that a bully didn't happen because somebody finally fought back. And I was there for all this. I was friends with QB when all this started, and they were harassing Betty, plain and simple. They went after Betty hardcore when Betty never even talked about them. Betty never even gave their name or anything, didn't even know who Queen Bee was at first. So to say that, oh, they went back and forth, no, Betty didn't go back to, thanks, Ash. Betty didn't go back and forth until she couldn't take anymore. And I understand that. I've been there. I get it. She technically slandered QB and she took part in this high school beef with one another. I disagree with that too. She didn't slander anybody. She got pissed off. She got fed up and she finally snapped back. And you can't blame her. You can't blame someone for finally striking back. They both did it because they hate each other. No, actually, I think they're one and the same person. But also because it brought in views, that I agree with. Just because things got to Betty before they got to QB. I think it's a little more than just got to. Like, honestly, I think it's a bit more than that. Because Betty's chosen behavior and I believe business plan over the prior years failed, and she actually lost viewers due to her own actions, does not make it QB's fault she has lost money. Oh, I totally agree with that. I'm not arguing. This is why and where a countersuit is necessary. It will prove Betty created her own situation. Nope, that's not true because any level-headed person can see that Betty had nothing to do with QB. There was nothing Betty did that targeted QB. There is nothing that Betty and Dolly had nothing to do with QB. QB went after her. They went after her in Georgia and they went after her hard. They not even so much on Dolly as they did on Betty, because that's how this community works. They go after females and they leave all the guys alone. Doesn't matter what the guys are doing. We'll just leave the guys alone. Now I understand that, her and Dolly went back and forth, but nothing to the level that she comes at me for, nothing to the level that she goes at anyone for. But Dolly, she talked to for a little while here and there, and then that was it. And now all of a sudden, Dolly's perfect. There's no problem with Dolly or whatever. And I don't have a problem with Dolly. I'm saying from her perspective. And I think a countersuit was a waste of money, plain and simple. It's a waste of subs money. But hey, if they want to give it, so be it. But to be honest with you, that money could be in QB's pocket. So she's the idiot. Not that she's not making enough, but if I know that my subs are gonna, raise this much money for me, fuck, go on vacation with them. Say, hey, why don't we do a week away or something? Like something. But to waste the money on a lawyer to end up nowhere is fucking stupid. It's selfish, it's stupid, and it should have been ended a long fucking time ago. Just saying. One thing that really bothers me about your argument is that you always say all QB had to do was shut up. That's where you're 100% wrong. Okay, no, that's where I'm 100% right. When they were in Georgia, nobody was bothering QB. QB inserted herself in this. She inserted herself with all of the shit in Betty. She didn't have to send something. I keep saying send. Let me rephrase. She did not send Aileen down there. I know this for a fact. She did not. I don't know why I keep saying that. But Aileen went down there, and her and Savage and all of them used it to their advantage. They used it to make money. They used it to harass Betty, all under the guise that they are the good guys. They're the saviors. They're doing. QB didn't have to be involved. I didn't agree with what Betty was doing. You didn't see me go live screaming for someone to be there. You didn't see a lot of us do that. And I wasn't a part of that channel. Like, I wanted no part of it. So I think it's, really unfair for people to think that Betty caused this. Betty didn't cause this. She didn't do anything. Hey, she didn't do anything. She was doing her thing in Georgia. Did I agree with it? Absolutely not. But she didn't deserve what she got and all the constant harassment. And Aileen down there screaming like a fucking lunatic. Hold on, let me get him a bone. Why are you always barking? Barking you when I'm live. What? He doesn't bark all day. Only when I'm live he has to bark at you. Why did he do that? Yeah, Booker, I know. You just want to play. You just want to sleep. All right. So Betty and QB's lines never had a cross. They didn't. They never had a cross paths. QB inserted herself and made it cross a path. And then when the money was rolling in, that's all that mattered. Then it was more. And then every single day, she harassed Betty, Dolly. She riled people up. Her and her crew, and I say her crew, got people riled up the same way they did with what's her name? Zap Girl. The exact same way. They got people riled up. She pretended that she was doing something good. And while racking in all the money. It was all about the money. And if people can't see that, I don't know what to tell you. Even this lawsuit is all about the money. It's all about the money she's making. It is comical that people can't see this, but hey, not my business. And a countersuit is absolutely not necessary. This kind of the First Amendment is about. People have a right to say things that hurt your feelings and make you furious. Then maybe you should go tell QB that. Because QB doesn't seem to think anybody's allowed to say anything about her anywhere. We see what happens when you do. Betty has proven that she exaggerates claims because we've all seen it. Maybe you've seen it. I haven't seen it because I don't watch Betty. Betty clearly conflates everything that happens in her life and has been trying to find a way to tie it all back to QB. From the lawsuit, I'm not going to lie. She's probably right about that. If Betty can prove it, then she should be explicitly expressing why, what. Yeah, I agree with that. And viewers, due to her own actions, does not make it QB's fault. She has lost money. I think I this was the second page. Where lawsuits, you should also be happy to. All right, hold on. Betty clearly conflates everything that happens in her life. If Betty can prove it, then she should explicitly express it. She should also be happy to do depositions because she would then have proof, right? I don't know. I personally think depositions are a waste of fucking money, but it is what it is. She wanted attention. She wants money because she can't admit that she, in her own, has brought her channel to where it is. I don't disagree with that. She absolutely did. But QB's channel is where it is because of Betty. And if you don't think that, then you're sadly mistaken. Because QB doesn't have her channel like this because she's such a wonderful person. Let's call a spade a spade. And it's not because she runs such a great channel. It's because of Betty. Thank you, Miss Sunshine. Number 3, you of all people should, based on how you represent yourself, be appalled that the threat of a lawsuit can usurp someone's right to speak harshly if someone or give their opinion. I don't disagree with that. Okay, I really don't. Thank you guys. Thank you, Smile Now. I will kick it right up the butt. So I absolutely agree with that statement that you shouldn't, if someone's just talking shit about you, you shouldn't be like, oh, I'm going to sue you. I think it's stupid. So I agree with that. But what level of harassment, if you can't stop it and they don't stop, what else can you do? That's why we have laws in place about harassment. That's why we have laws in place about a sub left it. That's why we have laws in place about harassment and cyber stalking and all the things that was done to Betty. And yeah, they're done to me too. To me, these people aren't worth doing a lawsuit, but I'm not narcissistic like Betty. So I just ignore. Betty couldn't ignore. Betty also is too narcissistic to admit why her channel went down. So I agree with you there. Betty talks all the time about where she's going, etc. People have every right to go watch someone who is on a public platform announcing they will be here, there, etc. Someone else left me a similar comment, and I'm going to say the same thing that I said to them. Yes, it's on a public platform, but please tell me why grown women cannot just fucking ignore her. If you don't like someone, why are you watching them? Like, seriously, are are you watching them just to critique them? Me and Molly have a fight. I haven't watched her since. You don't watch someone that you don't like. Period. End of story. And if you do, that's something wrong with you then. That you have an issue. It's not the other person. She's not watching you, but you're continually watching her, following her where to go. I don't I do what I don't understand about it is how you don't see it. How you don't see how fucking twisted that is. That's like, let me watch a TV show that I don't like. Why? I don't know. Are you going to watch a show that you don't like? Are you going to watch, if you don't like Jim Carrey, you're going to go watch Jim Carrey movies? It's fucking weird to me. But it's even weirder that grown women don't see it. Grown women don't understand this concept. And I can't grasp how they don't. I thank you, Smile Now. I just don't grasp how they don't. You love Molly? But you know what I'm saying, though? Um, it doesn't matter why she would care where Betty is speaking. It doesn't matter why. Your stance is from a personal viewpoint. No, my point of view is about being an adult. That's what it's about. I know this is a hard concept for you guys, but it's about being an adult. I don't understand what hate watching. I don't understand people who constantly watch people that they don't like. I just don't get it. Because again, I compare it to, am I going to watch a TV show I don't like? Now, one thing I will say, totally off subject, but I keep thinking it. I started watching this movie called Pink is for the Masses because it got like 9 out of 10. Oh my God. It is the weirdest fucking like softcore porno I've ever seen. I was watching in the car and I like literally took my phone off the stand because I was like, these people are going to think I'm watching porn. Weird, weird movie. I got through like 20 minutes of it. I said, all right, this is so not for me. But if you like that soft porn erotic stuff, Pink for the Masses. It's from Italy. So just letting you guys know. But it was one of those, the first 5 minutes, I was going to record it and be like, that like you eat something, you're like, this tastes like shit. Try it. That's how this movie was. I was going to like tape the first 10 minutes and be like 5 or 10 minutes and be like, this movie is the strangest thing I've ever seen. Watch it. But yeah, it was fucking weird. So, but if you like that kind of stuff, enjoy. All right, back to this. I had to say that. So, where are we? You can't say, all right. Lawsuit, you can't say that you're being stalked because someone shows up somewhere you openly say you're going to be. Well, you kind of can. Betty talks all the time about where she's going. People have every right to go watch someone on a public platform. It doesn't matter why she would care where Betty is speaking. All of you creators in this sector have created this situation fighting like high schoolers. Lori, you need to look up stalking. Why would I need to look up stalking? I only respond to things that I'm involved in. I do not turn on and go after someone for someone else. I'm not saying I never have, but for the most part, I only address things that my name is in. And I'm sorry, my name's in a lot of things, but even 80% of that, I don't even respond to. But I'm certainly not going to, if someone tells me QB is going to speak at the school, I can assure you I'm not going to watch it. Now, if you tell me she's dancing naked at a strip club, that I might go for laughs. But if they tell me she's sitting at a school, no, that's not happening. Speaking at a school, the fuck do I care what she says at school? The fuck do I care what she says at a public board? You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm sorry, I don't get it. The biggest irony and another reason why people can't stand Betty is that Betty's self-created job is harassing people. You can't get any richer of any irony. Betty isn't harassing people. Betty is using her First Amendment right, as you pointed out earlier, her First Amendment right to protest. She's allowed to do that. It's not against the law, nor is she harassing anybody according to the law. She broke no laws. She did, I mean, I didn't agree with it, don't get me wrong, but she didn't break any laws. Just because you felt that she was harassing someone didn't make it true. The cops didn't think she was harassing anybody or she would have been arrested. So stop putting your moral compass on somebody else. But she didn't break any laws. And Marie, let me stress this. I don't like Betty. I am not sticking up for Betty at all. But there's other things to not like Betty for than my own moral compass. Do you know what I mean? I think Betty is an asshole because I think she's an idiot. I think she is clueless about life. I think she lies all the time. And she's a narcissist. But all those reasons are the reasons I don't fuck with her. Those are the reasons I don't make parodies of her. I don't like her. So all those things that I feel about her is why I stay the fuck away from her. I don't care about her. I don't want to know what she's up to. I don't want to see clip channels with her stuff. I don't like her. That's what I'm saying. So I hope that kind of clears it up. Laura, a judge is not the head coach you go to or the teacher when the mean girls are picking on you. I'll agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. You just speak on stuff you're not involved in. Well, yeah, nothing to do with you. That is true. I do sometimes speak on this case, without a doubt. But at the same time, QB mentions me every fucking live she does. So that says a lot too. And that could also be why I say stuff. This is frivolous, period. This was to harass QB, period. This was for attention, period. That I disagree with. This was not to harass QB. QB is not a victim. So the whole mentality that she's a victim needs to stop. She's not a victim. She was never a victim. She inserted herself in Betty's life. She didn't have to do that at all. Betty deserves, all right, this one triggered me. Betty deserves the ridicule. Betty doesn't deserve, nobody deserves ridicule like this. Nobody. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're my worst enemy. Nobody deserves to be harassed. Nobody deserves, like, let me put a different approach on that. All right. Betty is an asshole. We all get that. But again, your moral compass may not be someone else's. Betty still has 26,000 subs. Betty still has hundreds of people that watch her, or, 1,000, 2,000. So it's not like nobody cares about Betty. It's not like, she's like Shani where she's got 10 people in her life. Betty talks about way more things than harassing people. Betty is not even in the trauma community. Betty does her own thing. Do I agree with the shit she does? No. But that's why I don't watch her. But to say that someone deserves ridicule, no, you don't have that right. I mean, you do as a human being, but to say that someone deserves bullying brings me back to someone deserves to be hit. Because we're not talking about someone that is making videos kind of like the courts. Betty's doing this lawsuit all wrong. Betty is not showing evidence of why X, Y, and Z. If someone is showing real evidence of what Betty is doing wrong. And I've seen it on Unsupervised Maniacs have pointed it out. Whistledown has pointed it out. There's a couple of people that have truly pointed out headstones what Betty does wrong and why this is what she's doing is wrong. I got no problem with that. But QB never did that. QB never pointed out the X, Y, and Z of what Betty was doing. It was just straight harassment, and that's the difference. So again, you want to put together a video or days worth of videos that shows all the things Betty has done wrong and do it in a much classier way, like Unsupervised Maniacs have done it, I can deal with that. But to act like Queen Bee is a victim and Betty caused this, no, that's like saying that, the girl that hit her boyfriend and then got the shit kicked out of her, that's okay. That she provoked it because she hit him. That's what this reminds me of. It really does. Nothing else has seemed to get through her head that she is not the authority everywhere over everything. Well, same thing can be said for QB. Betty filed this lawsuit because nothing else was making QB stop. So she filed a lawsuit because she tried multiple times to not have a lawsuit. She sent a C&D. She did a lot of things to get QB to stop, and she never did. She never stopped. She needs to grow up. I think they both need to grow up. I'm glad Betty has done this because hopefully it will put her on the court's radar and she will stop frivolous lawsuits like her good buddy. This shit is criminal, in my opinion. I disagree. I'm not a QB fan, haven't been for some time, but Betty is ridiculous and Betty has much responsibility of her own situation. She simply can't find humility, but either can QB. And I agree with you, but either can QB. They are one in the same. I truly feel that because you have such strong feelings about QB, and others, seeing yourself in Betty. I don't need to see myself in Betty. Believe me, they fucking, not QB, but and all her crew show exactly who they are. Now has this another girl to take over so people don't think is just as obsessed. Like, it's insane. And these people don't realize that they're grown women. That you want to validate her in order to validate your own feelings of being picked on. Okay, Dayton? Oh, it's Boo. No, I just saw something. I'm not getting picked on, but I see your mentality of being a child and a teenager because that's a teenager comment. That is something that a child says. So I see where your head's at. Nobody picks on me. I don't consider them picking on. I don't consider them bullying. I feel sorry for them because all of this time that's wasted worrying about someone else and all these people that are so worried about me and what I'm doing and making parodies. I'm working on me. I'm working on my business. I'm working on making me a better person, getting healthy, working out, whatever the situation is. So I laugh at these people that spend all this time on me, because if you're spending all this time on me, that's a compliment to me, because I can assure you I'm not spending all this time on you. So keep spending your time on me. I got me. So again, while I'm making myself better, you're making me better too. So yeah, I don't consider myself being picked on. It's understandable, but all right. It's understandable, but isn't for a courtroom. I don't disagree with that. Hey, RR, perhaps a therapist or changing careers if people can't find a way to rise above the conditions you and Betty have been a part of creating and still take part in. I want to see QB win this, but again, I ain't a fan. Okay, I don't want to see anybody win. I think it's going to get fucking thrown out in 2 seconds. So, yeah. But to say that, again, I go back to my abuse. If I punch someone, if I punch my boyfriend, does that give him the right to beat the fuck out of me? Of course not. You don't get to beat up someone just because they smacked you. I mean, some people think you do, but sorry, that's abuse. And that holds weight here. So now you guys know why I wasn't going to write all that out. Now, stop. No, stop. Now, part 2, which I have not read yet. One last thought that I can't believe people don't get. In order for QB's attorney to properly dispose Betty, he does have to watch all the content that can harm and help QB. That is so not true. Absolutely not true. The lawyer, yeah, there's another 5 pages. The lawyer will never watch all of it. No lawyer watches it. They don't have time for it. That's why they have help. I thought the same thing before I was actually in a courtroom. The lawyers do not go through everything. Now, if she was being sued by Procter and Gamble, if she was being sued by Hershey, something like that, then yes, he would need to go through it. He doesn't need to go through it for this petty fucking bullshit lawsuit. It's a waste of time. So no, he does not need to, nor has he. He has no desire, and I don't blame him. So you're wrong. That means all of QB's content having in it. Yeah, that's not true. Attorneys charged by the quarter hour. You guys add that up. I guess she is donated to QB. This is why the shit is so harmfully frivolous and why Betty needs to get more than a slap on her hand. I think they're both going to get a slap on their hand. That is why the shit is so, and why, because of high school crap they've both taken part in, she has attempted to bankrupt QB. Are you fucking kidding me? QB hasn't spent $1. Not a fucking dollar. What bankrupt? Like, are you joking? QB has made over $40,000. This lawsuit has maybe hit 20, maybe, if that. Nobody's bankrupting anything. Because that is exactly what would have happened if QB didn't raise money. No, she probably would have settled. And I don't mean for money, but she would have settled. That is what those of you on Betty, oh, now I'm on Betty's side because I just stick up for Betty all the time. Don't seem to get. Many out here are outraged that Betty thinks she's Donald Trump and can sue people to control them. Last time I checked, suing, everybody has a right to do. You can't say that everyone has freedom of speech, but not everyone has a right to sue. No, anybody can sue anybody at any given time for whatever reason they want. Casual viewers or hardcore fans of QB see that it makes a lot of people angry. They can actually help see to it that Betty doesn't get away with this. It's not a hard one to figure out. If you don't think that QB is using this for money, then you are blind as a motherfucker. Blind. This is all about money for QB. That's all it's about. I don't think BT claims that QB hasn't behaved poorly. In fact, I believe she has even stated this in much earlier videos. Did I say that? No. I'm talking about some of the vile stuff that has come out of QB's mouth that if it was anybody else, there would be videos about it. But because it's Queen Bee, there's no videos. Everyone is okay with whatever QB says because she's a queen. Everyone's okay with it. But BT is also making a fuckload of money off this and a fuckload of views and has grown her channel much more than without it. So let's Call a spade a spade. I don't I also think don't like BS. What? But if Betty has proof that QB asked, forced, coerced, blank screen, to email Betty, then Betty would have and should have shown the proof in her initial filing. Okay, sweetheart. Betty is clueless when it comes to this case. So she doesn't know what to file. Because like I said earlier, she really believes in her fucked up mind that what she's doing is right and the judge is just going to get it. Betty was not doing her own thing. Oh, yes, she was. Unless you know that to be true, you admittedly turn everything off, then you are misleading people. Betty was not innocently sitting over in her channel twiddling her thumbs. Yes, she was. You guys, Queeby supporters, did not like that she was in Georgia. They did not like, or they were jealous of all the money that she was making, the same way they did it to Marissa. Do you know why Marissa's channel got shut down? Because Marissa was the most popular around here. Well, they figured, let's take down Marissa and then they'll come over to me. And that is exactly what they did. Exactly. No, I say Queen Bee now. Oh, because I say she's a queen. So yeah, Betty was minding her own business, 100%. One thing that makes me wonder is where your head is at times. Last night you claimed MGL didn't curse often. She didn't curse often. You seriously must have never. I was on panel with her all the time. She did not curse a lot. Am I wrong for that? Those kind of comments are what make rational viewers, not fans of any of you, think you're doing the same kind of thing that you say others do, misleading and lying. There is so much proof that MGL was an abhorrent, vile woman who said the most disgusting things I've heard on YouTube. And you say she wasn't bad and didn't cuss. It's silly. I'm sorry, but I don't hang on someone's every word. Molly did not curse in her everyday speaking. When she got mad, she would curse, but she did not fucking curse on a daily basis. If the F-bomb was not coming out of her mouth every other fucking word, like someone over there is. So I'm sorry, compared to a lot of these other people, Molly did not curse. It's silly. I'm not sure that anyone except MGL sycophants or people would have never watched her would believe that. I'm sorry, but you're wrong. And everybody always wants to point out what's the most vile shit on YouTube. Honestly, the most vile shit I ever heard on YouTube was Jim Terry. But even worse, the most vile female I've ever heard is QB and the way she speaks. Now, voices tops the cake of vile things that have ever been said on YouTube. Yeah, at least Molly was entertaining. But how these people can sit there and make, poke things at Marissa when you fucking sit there and support someone like QB who can't even speak intelligent English? Are you kidding me? Okay, I'm going to take you seriously. Yeah, okay. All right, I copied. If you want more respect than others, you have to hold yourself up to a higher standard. Absolutely. You can occasionally snap and go off on people, but that doesn't count. It makes you all the same. No, it doesn't. Because again, I don't know how I'm going to explain this. That Triple R, I keep fucking saying that. Again, two people both wearing Versace walking down the road. QB walking down the road wearing Versace, or Angelina Jolie walking down the road wearing Versace. Are they the same? Do they all of a sudden look like twins because they're both wearing the exact same thing? Like, think about that for a second. Just because two people are wearing the same outfit doesn't make them the same person. Nor does it make it look like that they all of a sudden the outfit looks the exact same on both of them. That's the stupidest comment I've ever heard. It really is. Just because I occasionally do snap and go off on people, and that's a problem. All of a sudden, now I'm grouped in the same fucking part. Now I'm the same as Betty or the same as QB. Get the fuck out of here with this stupid shit. That's the most stupidest, ignorant comment I've ever heard in my life. I also think don't like. All right, I went through that already. Oh, did I redo? Oh, one last. No, I think I got it already. Oh, one last point. If MM and QB and your opinions of their perceived behaviors are malicious, then why are you still getting viewers and Betty has lost them? You're still doing fine, right? Of course I'm still doing fine. Not one has ruined your channel or candle business. No, because I work hard at it. That's why. Nobody else, they can say anything they want. Doesn't make it true. So absolutely, they haven't ruined me, but that's because I wouldn't allow them to ruin me. And I have a solid product, but they've tried. I'm sure there's people that haven't bought my candles because of their fucking stupidity or their bashing or whatever you want to call it. I'm sure there are. So maybe they have ruined my channel. We just don't know it. Maybe they have ruined my candle business on YouTube because of their immaturity. But I mean, hell, obviously I'm doing something right because what, 3 people started a candle business? I think I'm doing pretty fucking good. I agree with you that QB is an LOL cow. I was actually talking about burnt toast, but okay. But I'll go with both. I agree with you that the fighting and nastiness between grown women is pathetic. But just because you feel that way, it doesn't mean anyone has to stop what they are doing on YouTube. I don't disagree with that, but I also don't have to watch it. YouTube is a public platform and people are allowed to criticize people for content. Oh, okay. You really cannot complain when you helped create this genre. I didn't willingly create this genre. I didn't willingly have a part in this. People just couldn't shut the fuck up about me. And I responded. No one wants to read Betty's crap. I don't disagree with that. Other than the obvious frivolous lawsuit that it is, Betty's suit won't go anywhere because Laura, because she has continually disregarded the direct demands of the court. I agree with that too. She has not followed decorum or process. If her case gets past April, it's because she has lucked into a board judge that thinks she's cute, not on merit. That could be burnt toast. I don't know. I tend to think it might be burnt toast, but that was it. K. Kanuga. It's an Indian name. It might be burnt toast. I mean, I don't know. I'm just guessing. Well, stop trying to get away from me. But she did write a novel. I don't know if burnt toast will write that much, but just the point she's making, I don't know. Burnt toast, is that you? Might be. But I understand what she's saying, but I don't agree with a lot of it. I'm sorry, I just don't. I think making QB a victim is ridiculous. I really do. And where's the receipts for this big lawsuit? Lawsuit is so frivolous, but instead of trying to end it, you countersue and drag it out even more. I guess it's not that frivolous. And all of this teaching Betty a lesson, you're not teaching Betty anything. Betty is too narcissistic. People should be teaching QB a lesson, and they're not. And that's the sad part. They both need to be taught a lesson from the judge. Both of them. Not one, not the other. They both need to. No, because you're only going to bark at them. And then as soon as I'm offline, then you're not going to bark anymore. All right. If you bark, I'm picking you up again. I don't know. Because she didn't say anything about BT at all. So I'm like, I don't know. It might not be. But she always says she's indigenous. And then that K Kanuga. So I kind of wonder. But personally, I think the judge is the one that should be like, nope, you're both fucking out of your mind. You're both assholes. And you both need to be taught a lesson. You're both charged $500 that you have to pay to each other. That would be a smart move from the judge. I heard she bought a new car too. I don't know if it's true though. I also heard she took a second mortgage on her house or something. Or borrowed like $30,000 or something when the lawsuit first happened. Well, she paid that back tenfold. But I mean, she may not want to end the lawsuit because she's making so much money. So she may want to drag it out because she knows once the lawsuit's over, she ain't gonna fucking she ain't gonna have all these people in her chat. I mean, most of the big money people don't look like they're in her chats. Could they be doing it behind the scenes? They could. Or she could be pulling a Natasha Cooper. She could be putting her in her own money to make it look like she's making it, and she's not. People do that too. I've seen a lot of GoFundMe's like that. Because once people, just like super chats, you get on a roll, everybody starts to donate. So people see that has 2,500. Well, they want to, help her because everyone else is donating. It's an old scam. I mean, I'm not saying she's doing that because she does make plenty of money, in super chats and stuff, but people do that shit all the time. It's like the oldest scam for GoFundMe's. The Hive bought her a car, right? No, I heard that too. I don't know if it's true though. I said that the other day. And of course, she's not going to talk about it. But I mean, with 1,200 members, she could buy a car easily. The judge postponed the next date until March. Schedule conflicts with the court. This is the grift that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends. I agree with that. Hey, Aussie. I agree with that too. I don't know why she doesn't. You know what, Crystal? Maybe we need Sinner in Discord. Maybe Sinner will get people talking. Member side Discord, nobody ever talks. It's frustrating. I don't know why people don't talk. Patreon side, we talk. Member side, nobody seems to talk. It's strange. Do you guys all like to chat? Talk and chat? It's weird. I heard that also. Not sure if it's true. What about the car? That would be a fucking head trip. While you're in a lawsuit, you're out buying a new car. I know you talk to yourself in there. That's what I'm saying. Crazy. Hey, Violet. You don't know Discord? You'd be good in Discord, Tony. No, seriously, nobody ever talks in there. I don't know. I think they're afraid. I mean, Voices says that she's got, moles everywhere. So I think people are afraid to fucking talk, which is messed up. She's driving more than she's on her own panel. Good point. Good point. Hey, Coffee. It's not like it used to be in there. Nobody talks, though. On member side, nobody talks. People talk for like 2 days and then they won't talk anymore. Maybe you should just do what other places do and just go on the phones all the time. Definitely afraid, but not just yours. I won't go on anyone's. How come? A new car. Meantime, our subs are deciding to pay for their prescription drugs or send her the money. Voices is the mole. I don't know. Voice said she's got a mole in what's her name in Jones's Discord. I was listening to it for a little while. I can't believe that QB didn't shut her the fuck up. I really don't. When she was saying that stuff about Jones and, oh, nobody liked you, that's not true, Voices. They all fucking liked her. They didn't like you, but they liked her. She was in the secret groups. You weren't. QB was reading members' Discord live real time. Yeah. Voice proudly announced she's a Discord mole. She sure did. You try to talk, Tasha? Seriously, nobody ever talks. Violet, I don't want to spread that rumor. We don't know if it's true. So let me put a disclaimer on that. It's only a rumor. I don't know if it's true. I say give me proof. I want to see poof. I was excited in their words, videos, well, the graphics. Yeah, I see my Patreons think I'm nuts, but does anyone find it a little peculiar that In Your Own Words and the Jerks came back at the same time, same day? I don't know, a little peculiar. Patreon said I was wrong because the Jerks hate me. I said, well, what if it was a cover-up? Girl, I ain't gonna tell nobody I wasn't even here. But like, what if it's a cover-up? What if they're only pretending to like me? They're like they go after Ziggy channel. There is Summer Wells people. But I don't know. I just kind of found it a little peculiar. But Patreon said I was wrong. I was like, oh my God, it's 1:30 already? Damn. I didn't think it was that late. Voice being on QB's panel, what a joke. She's violence is the worst shit than anyone. I was very surprised. I don't know why I was surprised, but I was surprised that she allowed Voices to say some of the things she said. I stopped listening. I couldn't listen anymore. Once she started plugging JP, I was like, get the fuck out of here. That's what your subs want to do. They want to watch two channels that do nothing but talk about me. Okay, QB. That's what your subs want. Good job. That's what I said. It's 120. Well, now it's 122. Dayton's been sleeping for hours. I don't even think he ate. I think he came home and passed out. At least Doggy's quiet. You have been a member for 6 months. Yeah, Voices on QB's channel on the Hive. My girl from my fellow East Coaster, Chrissy. I remember I thought Chrissy was a troll at first. She's like, I'm not a troll, I promise. How do you long-term folks deal with liking two creators who hate each other? It depends on the creators. It really depends on the creators. There are a lot of creators that I might like that other like, yeah, I'll give you a good example. Me and Crystal. I at one point like Morbid and she liked the Glera. We were at odds. She went to the Glera, I went to Morbid. It's that simple. You shouldn't let Why do you have that's not you. That's not the glare, is it? That's spelled wrong. That's got to be morbid pretending to be the glare. Because the only one that makes glare irrelevant is morbid. That's what I'm saying, Kendra. You like who you like. I know. I think that's more. The name is spelled wrong. It's morbid. Like I said, nobody else makes morbid relevant. I mean, nobody else makes the glare relevant except morbid. It's weird. Yeah, Crystal supported the glare during Pictures Gate. Did he have a good interview? Who was it with? About Karen Reed case? I don't know. I have a hard time believing Glare had a good interview, but who was it with? How are you going to make me look? QB is a vile cow. The post she wrote about Jones and on her community post, disgusting. Everything she does is disgusting. All right, let me look. Now you guys got me curious. Inside the penis, how an erection works. That's the name of this video. Gross. I don't want to see inside it. All right. The glare. And I swear to you, that's on the thing. Yes, I'm morbid. I knew it. Oh, shut the fuck up. Retired federal agent joins me. Who's the guy? Oh. Hold on, I'm scrolling through his page. L. Jeffy? This guy? Hold on. Oh. This guy? Do you make the new version of pumpkin? I can. I can make it in 14. I think. I got to find a glass. His real name is Sean, but this who it is? All right, let's listen for a minute.
Because you've had to liaise with local law enforcement agencies as a government federal agent, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, you're right.
Have you seen any local law enforcement agencies even try to pull any shit that's even remotely resembles this?
Well, you know, the nice
Glare. Don't smoke during a professional interview, dude. Come on, you know better.
thing about my career, even domestically and internationally, we work very closely with specialized units. We call them task force. And we trained the task force agents. So they were kind of our mold, right? Now, I'm not gonna lie. There were some police departments that were shady, but at least we had guys we could trust. But this case, and let me back up a little bit. I was thinking about this today. These police officers didn't wake up that evening or that morning because you had the midnight shift going into the day shift, right? They weren't corrupt people. Something corrupted these these officers? And that's the question that I hope the federal government will answer for us, because I have to believe, well, I can honestly say with, let's say, the detectives, their previous cases were spotless, pristine. And
Right.
so there's a
Okay, I can tell you I cannot watch this. I will be able to listen to it, but I can't watch this. There's nothing worse than someone doing an interview and they're looking all over the place, barely even paying attention to what the guy's saying. Smoking, sorry, Glare, I can't do it. I just can't. But I'll drop you guys the link if you want to watch it. Right, Zoe? It kind of seems like it, and I only watched 10 seconds of it. But I see that a lot. People, like, can you imagine if like Ashley Banfield was looking all over the place? This XLE is a TB rider. Oh, no shit. I wonder why. I don't know. I just feel like you got to be interested when you talk to someone. Like, you have to be interested in listening. You can't be looking all over. You certainly shouldn't be smoking. I don't know. It's weird. But that's just me. I don't know, Marie. Zoe seems to be opposite. Yeah, if Cream Blouse was smoking with a cigarette with a beanie on. I don't know. It's just so 80s. It's weird. I don't know. I just find it creepy. Oh, was he talking over him? Turtle Boy. TB is Turtle Boy. I don't know. I just find it weird. Let's see. I bet if I stop at different spots, Glare always has a cigarette in his mouth. The guy is inside facts? I doubt that. Inside facts about what? If he had inside facts, he wouldn't be talking about it on a thing. All right, Zoe, let me ask you, why do you think it was trash? Marie said it was great. You say it's trash. Why'd you say it was trash? The Karen Reed parts, he talked to Ellie. But if Ellie's corrupted, then they're corrupted. So it doesn't matter what they say or what they tell someone if they're corrupted. All right. He's an ex-DEA agent that has become a total conspiracy nut with Turtle Boy's theory. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, let's do it tomorrow. Coffindoffer will not deviate from the Commonwealth script, clearly getting paid to propagandize. Coffindoffer's a fucking idiot. I don't know. All right, so Zoe's against it. All right, Zoe. I'll buy it. KCG. That's a good one. Yes, KCG. Let me explain something, though. Go where you feel welcomed. Forget about the creators fighting because they might make up. Go where you're welcomed. So if both creators make you feel, give you that warm fuzzy feeling, then go to both creators. But that's how you judge where you want to be. If that makes sense. Bye, Tony. Have fun with your day. Yes, I have to do some stuff. My cricket finished. Hey, Mr. Nobody, I'm actually just getting off. But I will see you beautiful people tomorrow. And I hope Kate Kanuga listens to what I wrote her. I mean, listens to what I said. Because I can't, whatchamacallit? I can't, I couldn't write all that. So it took me an hour and 20 minutes. All right. Have a good night, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow or later. Either way you want to look at it. And that's it. Have a great night. And thank you guys. Super chats, PayPals, Cash Apps. All right. Peace. Yeah, I don't watch Ernie. I think I watched Ernie once when he was like freaking out. It was pretty funny, but I have never watched him again. I'll see you guys later. Peace.